I found this egg at the Dollar Tree and it was already white. We're going to be using smoky quartz and snow owl, and we're going to start by taking 1-inch painter's tape and running it horizontally down the egg, removing every other tape and covering the entire egg. We're going to take a portion of the smoky quartz and the snow owl and we're going to mix it in a separate container. So we're going to have a lighter gray and a darker gray. And our egg is already white. If you're doing a project, you want to paint it white first if you want to get this effect. So now that all my tape is on, I'm going to take the lighter gray. I'm going to fill in every other space. I am going to run my finger along the painter's tape to make sure that we're not going to get any bleed through underneath. And when you're working your brush, you just want to kind of work it you don't want to kind of push the paint towards the tape. You kind of want to keep it either centered or pulling it away from the tape, just so you don't push paint underneath. And then we're going to remove the tape and allow that to dry. Once completely dry, we're going to run the tape starting in the center vertically using the same pattern. Every other tape is going to go completely across and you're just using these smaller pieces as a spacer. And now we're going to use the same lighter gray and fill in the spaces between the tape. Now you can see I didn't do full coverage and you can still see the little white squares. Once this paint dries, you're going to run your tape, and you're not going to remove the old tape. You're going to run your tape horizontally, covering those little white squares that you can see through this lighter gray. I really hope I'm making sense here. Just let me know in the comments that I am making sense, because this is a really fun thing to know and you can use it on many projects and different colors. Now we're going to go in with our darker color, which is our regular smoky quartz, and we're going to fill in all the squares with the smoky quartz. I'm just using a Gen foam brush with this and it worked great. Now we're going to remove all the tape, and you want to be gentle when you're doing this because you don't want to pull back any of the previous layers of paint. It looks like I'm being aggressive, but I have this sped up just a little bit to try to save you as much time as I can. But I wanted to make sure I went through each step thoroughly because it can be confusing. And this is what you got. How pretty is that? Once that dried, I just like to pass sandpaper over it just quickly just to knock off any rough edges. And I'm going to cover this with 1 hour enamel clear. We will have a kit available, and it will contain everything but the painter's tape. And you're going to need 1 inch. Once this dries, we're going to be using our Redesign by Prima cotton tail. And it's just this beautiful transfer with 3 panels of different rabbits to choose from, some with the greenery. I love the crown, and you can do multiple projects with these. You could put them on clay pots. So many possibilities. So we're going to choose this one bunny with the striped ribbon around his neck, and we're going to keep the greenery. And we're going to place this in the center of our egg. Now we put our 1 hour enamel down. It's dry, and we have a nice slick surface to work with, and that's what transfer's like. So I'm going to lay this down in the center, and I'm going to take my little stick that comes with your transfer. The kit will have a complete cottontail within your package, so you can choose any rabbit of your choice. And you're just going to rub your stick along your transfer, and you will be able to tell when it's ready to lift. And you want to do this slowly, and I just kind of rub gently. And if you start to lift and you feel like something's not laying down, just lay your transfer back down and continue to rub. You're going to want to take a cloth afterwards, and we call it burnishing, and you're going to rub it all over your image to make sure that it's made full contact with your paper. I took a flower out of the transfer and put it on the bunny's head by the ears, and then I cut out the word welcome and placed it underneath my rabbit. And now I have this cute sign that says welcome. And now you know how to make a plaid pattern. I'm going to use some striped ribbon. Now at this point, you can do another coat of the 1 hour enamel clear. And then I'm just going to place a striped ribbon that matches the one under the rabbit's neck at the top of my egg. This kit can be found at chalkitupfancy.com while supplies last. They do go fast. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfer, or mesh stencils, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much for watching.